And in the very far future, there'll be no structures left. So there we are. We exist in this little window when we can observe this magnificent universe. Why do you want any more?
Well, it's so, I think to people, I think a lot of people aren't aware of all the information, right? And then I think on top of it, for some people, it's so overwhelming.
Yeah.
This concept of 13.8 billion years of everything to get to this point that we're at right now. It's so overwhelming that they want to simplify it. Yeah. They want to put it into some sort of a fable structure, something where it's something that's very common and similar and familiar.
Yeah, I agree, but I think that's the journey that we go on. The real treasure, I think, is in that journey of trying to face the incomprehensible.
Yes,
it's in that realization that it's almost impossible to believe that we exist. Right?
Yes, right.
But that's a wonderful thing.
Yeah,
and I think that's what I think you miss out. I think if you decide to simplify it because you don't want to face that, you don't want to face the infinity that's out there in front of us, and you don't want to face those stories, as you said, that you look at your finger and its ingredients was cooked in multiple stars over billions of years. That's to me a joyous and powerful thing to think about.
Yes.
And I think you're missing out if you don't want to face that.
Well, I think the distribution of information has changed so radically over the last couple hundred years, and particularly over the last 20, that you're seeing these trends now where more people are inclined to abandon a lot of even if you remain religious or you keep a thought or a belief in a higher power, people are more inclined to entertain these concepts of science and to take in the understanding of what has been observed and documented and written about among scholars and academics. And there's more people accepting that. If you look at the number of agnostic people now as opposed to 20, 30 years ago, it's rising, it's changing. And I think there's also, because of you and because of Neil deGrasse Tyson and Sean Carroll and all these other people that are public intellectuals that are discussing this kind of stuff, people like myself have a far greater understanding of this than I think people did 30, 40 years ago. Yeah. And that trend is continuing, I think, in a very good direction.
Yeah.